Hey guys, what's going on? It's Qwad here, and today is the day before the new Modern Warfare Remastered patch comes out. That is right. Today is practically the eve of the true game coming out, because if you look at it, this game practically has been like a beta the entire time. There are so many flaws with it, including the spawns being completely different, collateral is not working, other balance issues, the kill cam issue that came around ever since they came out with the new maps. And with this new patch, hopefully all of that will be fixed. It's been a while since I made a new video, so I figured I would just make one like before this patch comes out. I'm hoping that I can maybe make a datage or at least some type of video tomorrow about the patch to like cover how the patch ends up working within the game. I've been really busy with school, and you might be able to tell that I've been sick a little recently. That's why I haven't been making any videos within the last week or so. And I just really didn't want to have to make a video while I was sick, because I feel like that could just ruin the quality of the video. And I could have edited some also, because I have a couple of mini-tages that I could edit right now. But I felt like I would just hold off on that, because I just didn't really necessarily feel in the mood to edit a video. But as I mentioned, today is Monday. Yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday. And I am also planning on making another Sports Talk Sniper episode about the Super Bowl and other things that have been happening around sports, because I feel like that video got a decent amount of support behind it, and it is an idea that I would like to do. I do enjoy talking about sports a lot, so I figured I'd talk about it with you guys some too. So let me know if you want to see that. I'll try to get that up either later tonight to do a double upload, or I'll get that up tomorrow. It just depends on how much time I have, because I have about 3 homework assignments to have to do today. So it really just depends on what I can do. But for this patch, Wendell Wobble did tweet out, I believe it was either Friday or Saturday, that the patch would be coming out tomorrow, February 7th, Tuesday. And I mean, we just don't know what else will happen, because we just don't know where it's going to go from here. Hopefully the patch ends up being the godsend of the game. It turns back into COD 4 just with the new updated graphics. All the other stuff added in with the slight weapon balance variations, because they aren't switching a lot of the weapon balance. It's really just collaterals, the kill cams that are wrong, the tick rate is apparently supposed to be fixed also. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in previous videos, but that's going to be fixed. That'll help the connection issues with bullet registration. Heard some people say that they haven't had like any problems with the bullet registration at all, but I've noticed it a decent bit, so it might just depend on your connection. If you are on like some lower ping or just lower connection in general, it might not register as good as other people, but maybe that's like the main thing within it, and that's why there's like certain differences within balance. Because everyone seems to have the same type of connection with the dedicated servers, so maybe the tick rate difference is what causes the bullet registration to be slightly bad. Because I've had some shots, for example, like in the middle of a helicopter hard scoped in, and it doesn't even give me a hit marker. So it really just varies. I mentioned how collabs are going to be fixed, the kill cams, the tick rate, the spawns are going to be fixed. Because there have been not a lot of maps, but a few maps where the spawns are just messed up. Countdown is one that is for sure messed up. It's practically free-for-all spawns. You can be pushing from A side to go cap C in domination on Countdown, and they will spawn in the back corner behind you at C, even though they practically have all the C side to spawn on, because they aren't being flipped at all. They'll just randomly spawn in that back corner. Fog is a bad one, like in the reverse way. Like, it always has been bad, but I think it's even worse in this game, where you can just sit like 5 feet away from someone in that back corner building and see them spawning right next to the fence and literally shoot them as they spawn in if you get the spawns right. And that's pretty worse than the original game, actually. So that's an issue. I think Block is another map that has some issues with the spawns. I've noticed as soon as you press like even towards their half of the side on Block that it just flips completely. Backlot, I've noticed, has it's okay spawns, I guess. I feel like people just don't know how to push spawns properly, which just causes it to flip a lot. But this game does have like spawns flip a lot in general. Backlot on if you have A flag and C flag, the B flag spawn trap isn't the same at all. They spawn like in the back corner near the gas station rather than the alleyway, which is different. Other than the spawns that I mentioned with the first two, definitely Bog and Countdown need to be fixed. A lot of them they're not necessarily bad, they're just completely different, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just like not the same, especially when you look at Modern Warfare Remastered. It's supposed to be Modern Warfare, not like Modern Warfare completely remade. I guess people don't really understand like what remastered is supposed to mean, and it can have different meanings if you want a remake or if you want it to completely be revamped. I guess those are two different things. Personally, I would prefer just a remake. Honestly, I would have been fine. I think I mentioned this in previous videos. I would be fine with it just being backwards compatible, and all the graphics changes are fine. The emblems and titles and stuff are cool also. But other than that, I'm fine with the same one game. Like, yeah, some of the weapon kits are cool and stuff, but it does change the game a lot. Like, I've talked about this with a few people. If you notice my gameplays, I use only one assassin kit, even though I have all of them unlocked on the Barrett. And that is because I just prefer how the Barrett zooms in with the assassin kit compared to the original. Because without a kit on the Barrett, it has almost a diagonal zoom in. Like, it has a zoom in from the top or bottom right, like towards the middle right, and then it has to go towards the middle. But then with the assassin kit, it has a more like it goes from the bottom of the screen straight up to the top or middle of the screen. It's not really, it doesn't have it go diagonal at all, so I feel like that affects your shot more. So there's stuff like that, and I don't know, like, there's things like that that people don't understand, that it does change the game even in the slightest bit. Like, it makes it a little bit easier to use, which does give you a slight advantage even if it isn't direct. Or reticles. Like, I personally don't like reticles, which means if I'm on a kill streak, I'm not using bandolier, I go to pick up someone else's sniper, it could throw me off if it's a reticle that I don't really prefer, that I'm not really used to, and that could affect my kill streak, or if I'm able to hit a clip or something like that. So I think that could be a problem, but it is a minor problem. It's a lot more minor than if they were to add new guns to the game. But really, this game is enjoyable, a lot more enjoyable than Infinite Warfare for me. Personally, I don't mind Infinite Warfare a lot. I would prefer to not have the jetpacks and the wall running, but you can't really go without that in that game unless you play tactical game mode, which I have gone into in the past. But even that has wall running, and it also has different gun balances, which is what I really don't like about it. That's why I haven't played it that much, because someone can have the M1 and just one-shot you. They can like spray you down. It's easily the most overpowered gun in that game within that game mode. So that's why I try to stay away from Infinite Warfare some, and just because people don't enjoy playing it, or what. People enjoy playing it, but they don't even really necessarily enjoy watching it. It's been struggling a lot with ratings and stuff like that. So there's that. I've been playing Black Ops 3 some, but personally, I don't really like how you don't get aim assist. It's not even that I need it, but it's just something that I'm used to. And I feel like Black Ops 3, it's just a lot harder for people to kill you, because I notice in Black Ops 3 you die so slowly also. And also the jetpacks and stuff like that, obviously. But I'm kind of going on a tangent here. Moral of this video is that I'm just beyond excited for the patch to come out. This will revamp Modern Warfare Remastered for me in the very least. Hopefully it makes the game a lot more popular, because I've noticed with other people's videos and stuff like that, comparing the games, the split between Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare has really divided the community, but a lot of people are still supporting Black Ops 3, even more so than the new game somewhat, just because everyone played Black Ops 3, and now half the people are playing Infinite Warfare, half are playing Modern Warfare Remastered. So it depends, because Modern Warfare Remastered has a lot of people that just didn't play the game when it first came out. Like, I personally never played a public match when Modern Warfare Remastered, or Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 was the brand new game. I didn't play Call of Duty at all until Modern Warfare 2, and then I loved Modern Warfare 1 when I went back to play it. And that's how I've experienced playing the game. But there's people like that, and there's also people that are still playing the last gen games that will want to play Modern Warfare Remastered once the Qwad update comes around. So we'll see a lot of that with snipers especially, but even normal players who just want the same spawns and stuff like that. I think we'll be seeing a lot of increase of people just in general playing the game. So I'm excited to see how it happens. Let me know if you want to see another video today. I could do this Sports Talk Sniper episode 2 either tonight or tomorrow. It just depends on how I'm able to finish my homework. That's why I'm pounding this video out real quick so I can go and do my homework and then get into doing that. Maybe go for some clips. I do have a few mini tages that I can edit, so expect those at some point this week in the very least. And I think that'll be it with the video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And this has been Qwad, and I will see you guys later.